There are hundreds of different types of cookies, and I'm going to show you one called Marshmallow Cloud Cookies. I got it from Mrs. Field's cookie book. What you need are 2 bowls, 1 large and 1 medium size, a wooden spoon, 3 cups of flour, 2/3 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder, a half teaspoon of baking soda, 1 cup of white sugar, 1 cup of light brown sugar, and firmly pack it down with a spoon. 1 cup of salted butter softened, which is worth 2 sticks of butter, 2 large eggs, 2 teaspoons of pure vanilla extract, 2 cups of miniature semi-sweet chocolate chips, and an 8-ounce miniature bag of miniature marshmallows frozen. Make sure you put the bag of marshmallows in the freezer a couple hours before you do the recipe. And you also need a mixer. First, you take your medium-sized bowl and you put in the flour, the cocoa, and the baking soda. And you mix it up with a wooden spoon. And when you're done, it should look like this. Then set that aside. Take your sugar and put it in the large bowl. And stir it with the wooden spoon. Also, while you're doing that, combine the butter the eggs, then you add the vanilla. And be sure to wash your hands after putting in the butter and eggs. And don't forget to put your oven on preheat for 400 degrees before you start doing it. And then after a while, using your wooden spoon, set your mixer at medium speed and mix it until it's light and fluffy. And when it's done, it should be light and fluffy like this. Then, add your flour mixture and mix it with your wooden spoon. And then, after it's mixed a lot, set your mixer at low speed. And when you're done, it should be dark and stiff like this. And then what you need to do is add your chocolate chips. mix that up. And when you're done, it should look something like this. Then you have to take a clump out like this, and you take 3 or 4 marshmallows, and you enclose the marshmallows inside the chocolate. And make sure before you do this you wash your hands, and so it looks like this. And place it on an ungreased tray. Make sure that none of the marshmallows are peeking out, otherwise they might leak out while they're in the oven. And if you want, you can flatten out the dough before you put the marshmallows in to make it a little easier. And now I have 2 full trays of cookies. And now that you have your 2 trays on, put your oven mitts on and put them in the oven. Remember to be careful when the oven is on, because it is very hot. And set it for 8 to 10 minutes. Then, after about 8 minutes, take them out of the oven. And they should look something like this. Let them cool for about 5 minutes, and then they should be done. While the cookies are cooling, set a sheet of waxed paper over some trays to transfer later. Then, after you let them cool for 5 minutes, transfer them to the waxed paper. And just to recap, here are the ingredients: flour, unsweetened cocoa powder, baking soda, white sugar, light brown sugar, salted butter, large eggs, vanilla extract, miniature chocolate chips, and miniature marshmallows. And when you're done, the inside should look something like this. And then, of course, you have to taste test it. Enjoy!